Good Saturday morning, everyone. Today on Perspectives, COVID-19 has caused many small businesses to struggle, but they may benefit from a program that offers help with hiring and training new workers. We're looking at a resource program that also helps people compete in today's job market. It's called Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment, or SWAPT. It is a workforce investment agency that operates under the Workforce Innovation and Opportunity Act, also known as WIOA. SWAPT underwrites training and employment programs to get job seekers skilled, trained, and ready to enter the workforce. There are programs in Mobile, Baldwin, Clark, Escambia, Monroe, and Washington counties. One of its programs helps local companies provide on-the-job training for new employees and possibly the dream job that you've always been looking for. One of the programs offered businesses is an on-the-job training business partnership. SWAPT will pay half the wages earned by the new hire during training, which can last up to 6 months or even longer. The business pays the other half, so the employee gets on-the-job training while being paid. Some of the companies involved say that it allows them to train new employees the way they want them trained and can help streamline that hiring process with more qualified and skilled applicants. For more on how SWAPT helps future employees, watch this video on the advantages of SWAPT's Workforce Investment Program.
I really enjoy working with Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment. From a small business perspective, the on-the-job training reimbursement SWAPT provides a significant benefit to those businesses.
It's a win-win because it helps the employee develop a skill, and it helps the employer with the training curve and the cost that goes into helping a person to develop that skill.
It isn't a situation where you're going through training, you're not getting paid, you're working and you're learning at the same time, so it's a win-win.
I think it gives employees that learn these trades and learn that skill something that they carry with them for the rest of their lives.
The OJT program just gives you that opportunity, it opens that doors. They give you that one-on-one time. It's like, hey, if you need help, I'll help you like that.
The on-the-job training helped me to get the inroads I needed to be able to walk in the doors fully prepared and show them what I had to offer.
You're thinking, okay, once I'm done, I'm gonna have to look for a job. No, you already are employed.
I think it gives them the confidence to know that they've got a job if they want to go somewhere and apply themselves.
My name is Rachel Mitchell.
My name is Christopher Pagan.
I'm Chris Morton.
My name is Dan Ashett.
My name is Bo Dickey.
I'm Ashley Austin, and Southwest
Alabama
Partnership
for Training and
Employment is bueno para mí.
worked for me.
To learn how Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment can work for you or your business, visit swapty.org.
As of March of this year, there were 144 businesses that had taken part in the job training program. Job seekers can also apply for skills training scholarships, which allow people to train in specialized fields like nursing and truck driving. Some of the different fields include healthcare, aviation, information, technology, transportation, maritime, and manufacturing. Now, those individuals are guaranteed jobs once they finish the education and the training. Today's guests are Sydney Rain, president of SWAPT, Kevin Welch, the Chief Operating Officer of Business Information Solutions, and Stephen Dinkins, a beneficiary of a SWAPT program and now an emergency room nurse at Mobile Infirmary. We'll learn more about SWAPT and a couple of its programs in just a moment. Perspectives continues after a quick break. And our guest this morning, we're talking with Sydney Rain, who is president of SWAPT, the Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment, along with Kevin Welch, who is the COO of Business Information Solutions. And we thank both of you gentlemen for being a part of the discussion today. As we talk about making things better for our businesses, and especially during this time of COVID-19, Mr. Rain, give us an idea how this particular program came about and where you saw there was a need to make this successful for businesses as well as your potential employees who are working for them through the OJT program.
Yes, Eric. Our program started really a number of years ago, but more specifically back in 2017, the state decided to provide regionally approaches to work with the business communities. And as a result of that, we were able to receive funding from the Department of Labor through the state to provide assistance to businesses in our community. We're working with both large and small businesses, providing financial assistance to them to find qualified candidates for the jobs that they have available in their companies.
So how does it begin? The company contacts you expressing interest, or you're reaching out based on people who want to go into certain areas of employment?
For individuals that are interested in certain kinds of employment, as well as we have general information out in the community via TV stations, be it television ads, to talk to individuals and make them aware of the services that we have available. And then we find some businesses that contact us automatically because they've heard through relationships that they have with other businesses that have utilized these services. They'll give us a call, then we will go out and have conversations with those businesses about their opportunities under the OJT program.
Now, there are certain jobs that qualify for what you're looking for and partnering, or is it open to almost any career area?
It's open to almost any career. We would discuss that specifically with the businesses, but it's open to all businesses.
Well, it sounds like an exciting program, having been in business before, and what you're providing as well as a person. And I was reading what Kevin's business said about the program is that they do a better job of finding people, training them themselves, and then putting them into his system. And they seem to be developing their own people at a much slower pace, rather, but yielding better results. And Kevin, is that what you're seeing with this particular program?
It is. This program gives us the opportunity to take a chance on someone that has the aptitude and has a desire to do the job, but just has not had the training. This allows us to share the cost of putting that person on and then training them over time, so that when they are fully operational, then we carry the full cost.
Give us an idea of what your company does, and so then you can tell us about the kind of people that you look for.
Sure. We do remote management of computer systems. We monitor and repair, mostly remotely, but also some on site. We need technicians that can do regular help desk. We do remote monitoring, scripting, a lot of very technical things that you just have to be in this field to do. And unfortunately, for most of the people trying to get into the field, it requires experience. And someone wants to get in, they don't have the experience. Most of the places only hire experienced people, and this program has kind of fixed that for us. We can hire someone without experience. The state shares the cost while we train them, and then it allows them to move on. Sometimes they move on. We have a few that stay and move up, but a lot
Well, it sounds like
positions in the field.
Yeah, it sounds like SWAPT, Mr. Rain, as we're looking, that you all provided that little the quantity, that factor that was in the middle of everyone saying, well, I want to do this, but I don't have any experience, but I can't get any experience because I can't get the job. So you were sort of meeting that in-between niche that people always talk about.
Yeah, you're exactly correct, Eric. And that's what we're trying to do. We work very closely with the business community. Let the business community tell us specifically what it is they're looking for, the type of candidate. Again, they may or may not have all of the experience, but if they are able to be hired by that company, the company would give them that experience that they need to be successful in that particular business.
As we were talking earlier, I didn't bring that topic up, but for people who may not be familiar with SWAPT, it is a company that we all are familiar with under a different name. So tell us who that was and then the transition that was made.
Yeah, back in 2017, as I mentioned earlier, the state was looking at configuring the state into regions. Mobile just happened to be Region 7. But in Region 7, we are responsible for 9 counties in Region 7 to provide employment and training services in our community. As you indicated, Mobile Works. We had Mobile Works for a number of years, but now we are under the title of SWAPT, providing the services in the 9-county region of our state.
So the same people doing a great job now for a larger amount of counties, but under a name that we were familiar with, but now we understand that SWAPT is a name we need to be thinking about as we're looking for these great programs that are making a difference for our business community. Kevin, tell us for Business Solutions, how did you all find out about SWAPT? Did you hear about the program, referred to it, or did they reach out to you?
For many years, that we were in with programs that became SWAPT in the end, but they've reached out to us initially and asked if we have any openings where someone could train, and we did, and so it's been a great partnership ever since.
How long does it take for a person who you find that they have some of the things that you're looking for but not the actual job experience? How long does it take you to train them to complete this program?
I think for us, a typical person that comes on board that has some aptitude and some background knowledge, but no specific knowledge of the job, we could get them up and running where they're productive within about 6 months. And I think that kind of ties in with the time frame that the program gives us.
Now, Mr. Rain, when you look at this program, give us an idea of some of the other people you've placed into companies through the OJT program.
We've worked with a number of companies. Some of the attorneys' offices in Mobile have clients of ours working and being trained by those particular companies. We have floral companies that are utilizing the program, and just a wide array of different businesses that we have. And going back to something that Kevin mentioned a few minutes ago, the length of services that we could provide is from 6 weeks to 26 weeks of subsidy that we could provide to a company. Depending on the size of the company, if the company has less than 50 employees, we could provide 75% reimbursement of their wages. If they have more than 50, then we're looking at a 50% reimbursement, depending on the length of the training of that particular company.
It sounds like a great program. And Kevin Welch from Business Information Solutions, the CEO there, COO, we thank you so much for joining us today and sharing that part of the program. We're going to take a break, and when we come back on Perspectives this morning, we're going to talk to one of the young men who took advantage of the program from the OJT side, getting the experience that he needed to prepare for a career ahead. Perspectives continues in just a moment. And welcome back to Perspectives. We're here again with Sydney Rain, who is the president of the Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment, SWAPT, formerly Mobile Works. And also joining us now, Stephen Dinkins, who is one of the people participating in the WIOA program, is one of several programs that SWAPT offers. And Mr. Rain, I kind of tied the OJT program together with the program that Stephen participated in. Give us an idea of how this one is different, as well as it is one of many you have to offer.
Yes, Eric, this particular program is referred to as the individual training account, where individuals that are interested in going to school to learn a specific skill set. Bishop State is one of our contractors. Southwest Alabama Employment and Training Program has been working with Bishop for a number of years. Also, we have Coastal Community College, Reed State. All of those programs are within this particular region. And for an individual that's interested in going to school, we could provide scholarships to those individuals. Stephen is one of the recipients of a scholarship, and I'm sure at some point this morning he'll talk to us about the advantages of utilizing that program.
Yes, indeed. Let's bring Stephen in now. Stephen Dinkins, thanks for joining us. And you are an emergency room nurse now, but a few years back, you were concerned about the amount of time it was taking to complete that coursework and study, and then trying to have a source of employment at the same time. But this program seemed to have met the need for you to give you the best of both worlds to end up becoming now an emergency room nurse.
Yes,
Tell
sir.
us first how you decided to get involved in this program and how you found it.
Well, first I would like to thank Mr. Rain and SWAPT for this scholarship and this opportunity to get to this place in my life. And I found out about this program through my mother. I would have to give her all the credit. She did all the research. And, you know, they try to kick you out the nest. So she just gave me the paperwork and said, go up there and figure it out, talk to them. I'm not shy. I love talking. And they made everything easy and streamlined for me to get to where I need to be.
Sounds like a great mom, too. Now, give us an idea, what was the coursework like that you saw where you really need to be focusing on your studies full-time?
From the syllabus to the graduation, it was never an easy day in nursing school. It definitely changes your life and your outlook on life. From the math work to answering questions where all the answers could be right, but you have to find the one that's the most right. That's the famous thing about nursing school. All your answers are right, but which one is the most important?
Well, give us an idea, how did you select that area of medicine? Were you looking at some other areas before you decided on medicine and being an emergency room nurse?
Well, actually, I wanted to be a pharmacist growing up, but some of those chemistry courses just weren't relating to me too well. So when it came down to it, I looked up to my mother as another inspiration, with she is also a nurse and a graduate of Bishop State's nursing program. So I decided to follow her lead.
That is awesome. Now give us an idea how difficult it is to be an emergency room nurse. We hear a lot about you all now on the front lines of this COVID-19 pandemic.
You have to take everyone serious. There's no incident to where someone is less important than the next, whether it's a foot injury or a heart attack. They want your undivided attention. It's nothing but time management, nothing but critical thinking. It's 1,000 people coming at you, from the pharmacist to the doctor to the family members, and the family members have it the worst because they can't be there with their loved ones right now. So just trying to stay in contact with them, talking to 5 different family members at one time, really takes up so much time, even a 2-minute phone call.
My mother also was a nurse and then became a nursing professor, and I always felt it took a special person to do what you all do. Tell us, do you feel that there's a special calling on you to do what you do?
Yes, sir, I definitely agree. It's a special calling. You really just have to take yourself and put yourself last, and that is one of the main things they teach you in nursing school. It doesn't matter what's going on in your personal life. As soon as you clock in, they're the most important person there, and you really just have to be a selfless person.
Now, Mr. Rain, what are you all asking of people like Stephen as they are getting into the program and taking advantage of the scholarships?
We're looking for individuals that's going to take advantage of the commitment that we are expecting of them. We want them to study hard, we want them to complete the training that they've received, and we want them to basically be serious about the area, because we're investing, in this particular instance where Stephen is concerned, we've invested $15,000 scholarship for him to complete that training. And he's been highly successful. And just if he wants to go the next step, to be a doctor of nursing, he has that opportunity to do that. In conversations with him, that's one of the things he's aspiring to do. So it's an opportunity for young people in our community. We tell them every day, if you make the commitment, we'll provide the financial resources if you meet our eligibility requirements.
How simple is the process as far as the interview and the application to get the scholarship?
It's a very easy process. We have 2 ways for individuals to receive scholarships. Depending on the family size and the income of the family, if they meet our eligibility requirements, we could pay for them the scholarship. Now, again, if they are dislocated workers, if they've been laid off for no fault of their own, they are automatically eligible for assistance. Now, our scholarships range from $4,000 to $15,000. It depends on the length of the program that they're going into. We have a number of people now in the truck drivers training program, and we provide assistance for those individuals, guaranteed jobs once they finish the training.
As we look at the situation that we're in now, you happen to mention about people being dislocated from employment, and of course COVID-19 has shut down a lot of places of employment during this last 6 months. How do those folk qualify for the program?
The only thing they need to do is come to our office at the Alabama Career Center office, which is located 515 Spring Hill Plaza Court, indicate that they have been laid off for no fault of their own. They're looking to go into a particular training program, and if it's something that we are offering, then we'll look at a scholarship for those individuals. It's a very easy process. It's all about individuals making a commitment. That's the key. Making that commitment, we will provide the resources.
I really want to say SWAPT is an awesome organization and program that's making opportunities galore for people, both in the individual standpoint, as we were talking to Stephen Dinkins, now an emergency room nurse, and then Kevin Welch, his company that we spoke to earlier, with the OJT program. And give us the final wrap up on that OJT program as far as people qualifying for that and what they need to do.
Yeah. The only thing from a business perspective, if a business is interested in a contract from our agency, it's a matter of them giving us a call, and we will be able to provide all of the necessary paperwork, and that's very minimal paperwork. Now, if they have individuals that they are contemplating hiring, I encourage businesses to call us before you hire that individual, because if that individual meet our eligibility requirements, then we can do what we call a reverse referral back to that company with a contract and provide the financial assistance to help that business.
Well, once again, Sydney Rain, president of SWAPT, formerly Mobile Works. We thank you so much for being a part and sharing today about some of the awesome programs that you're offering to make the difference in the lives of both individuals and businesses. And of course, Stephen Dinkins, we thank you so much for coming and sharing, and wish you continued success in the emergency room nursing arena right now. And of course, you seem like it was a perfect match to team up with the program there at SWAPT. We thank both of you gentlemen for being a part of the discussion this morning.
Eric, and thank you and Channel 10 for your assistance.
Some great information about two of the programs available through SWAPT, the Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment. Again, we thank Sydney Rain, president of SWAPT, Kevin Welch, and Stephen Dinkins. Perspectives continues after the break. Welcome back to Perspectives. If you've lost your job due to COVID-19 or are looking for a new career but are not sure how to get the training or education you need, you might want to give the Southwest Alabama Partnership for Training and Employment, or SWAPT, a call. Their main office is located at the Alabama Career Center on Spring Hill Plaza Court. Now, you can give them a call at 251-461-4146 or check out their website. That's swapt.org. Remember now, this is a statewide program, and SWAPT has offices in Mobile, Baldwin, Choctaw, Clark, Conecuh, Escambia, Monroe, Washington, and Wilcox counties. Next on Perspectives, Mobile County District Attorney Ashley Rich. The COVID-19 pandemic affected even our court systems. An Alabama Supreme Court administrative order back in March suspended all in-person proceedings in all state and local courts with limited exceptions. The administrative order meant that court access was restricted in our municipal and traffic courts, and no jury trials as well. The coronavirus forced the courts to adopt social distancing, mask, and sanitizing protocols, just 3 of the options implemented to help stop the spread of the virus. Now, 6 months after the shutdown, though, jury trials have started again. District Attorney Ashley Rich will tell us how our courts are now operating. Well, join us here next Saturday morning for Perspectives as we discuss important issues and seek solutions. And remember now, if you have ideas of topics that you'd like for us to address, drop it to us at perspectives@fox10tv.com. I'm Eric Reynolds. Have a great week.